What is up, everybody? Master Darkpoi Gaming. I am Darkpoi and welcome to my channel. Got highlights and cool lines for Friday. First, I want to start off by saying, don't be afraid. Fear is your enemy. In this game, being risky equals high reward. On this hole, I find a lot of people mess up the shots. Now, there's a lot of ways to approach it, but I find that by going with an overstable disc and utilizing the space over the OB for not just your first but your second shot, you will be much more successful. For this hole, I see a lot of people trying to do a lot of weird curvy shots like those two guys right there. I say, for me, nay nay. I go with an understable mid-range disc, switch to forehand, and even though those trees are scary, I just tap that hill to get over. If you've been living under a rock and you don't know about this line, you should know about this line. Just about any distance driver will get you over to that space, but if you use a big skip, it'll get you by the basket. Here we got this downhill shot, and it's very easy to overthrow it, but I find that if you pick a windbreak understable mid-range disc, that you'll make it down just fine. On this hole, putter, 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 putter. Don't be scared, throw the putter. Here, this isn't really a highlight, a suggested line. It's really just kind of a luck. This is the first time I ever threw the king there, and that's what happened, so be risky. Ever find yourself an OB and you need to get around this horn here? That's okay. Don't be scared to use like a big skip to approach back over to that corner. You're going to be tempted to throw over those trees. I wouldn't. I always say practicing your shots and knowing your shots, even with different types of discs, is beneficial. During the Disc Golf Valley Pro Tour, I had this grace. I didn't really know how to throw this line because the ride was too big in my opinion. I did a roller and bam, got over there and was able to save the shot. I never see anyone go this way. This forehand line I think is fantastic, but it really only works if you have like a high wind problem. Again here, same issue. I don't see a lot of people going this way, and because of the way the hillside is, I feel like going forehand is going to knock you down the hill more often than not, and backhand will get you saved. Here, I put this up here because even though this hole is very eagleable, I think that this is a very safe and easy play for bird. Here, I find a lot of people trying to do really risky shots. You don't need to. Forehand, 10 speed, give it some good angles so you don't clip the tree that's in the middle of the fairway, and you'll get up to the basket just fine. The other day I talked about this line. I think it's a great line, but I was using a captain. Here I'm showing you that this line is also very accomplishable even with a rive. Here, this is an alternative line, but I put this in here because I messed it up, and look what happened to me. I ended up over here thinking, what am I gonna do? So I go ahead and I'm like, I'll just throw it up against these rocks. I'll kind of, hope that it'll bounce down by the basket. And it stayed, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? So, switched to my shot, lined it up, going back to putt, hoping and praying I make it, rimmed it. So close. Here, I really didn't know what to do. I was frustrated beyond all belief. I throw it up here and what? Not only did I hit the rim, but I roll all the way down the hill. On this shot, I use a lot of different discs to make this gap, and I really didn't know what to do here because it was a foreign bag, and look how close I was. Had a little bit more bounce and would have been an ace. I love throwing this type of shot here. Look what this does. Unbelievable. I was like, nope, not gonna make it. And then it stayed. I was just like, oh, I gotta put that in the video. Last but absolutely not least, during the event, I get this shot over. I don't know how to throw this shot. I'm like, all right, I'll just do a safe approach. I just full send it. Bam. Oh. With the hope, accurate extra glide. What a great shot. I was so happy at that moment. It was worth it with all the pains I was suffering. And then during the generation, I know the DD3 is so tempting there, but I only have one extra glide big skip captain, and the fact that they gave me another one allows me to have two, one in each bag. This is Master Darkpoi Gaming. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you in the future.